Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing fantastic myself because we are back once again to take a look at part 3 of Quantum's Steam Deck review. Now, I don't think I need to do much of an intro at this point. I think you guys probably know the deal with Quantum's Steam Deck review by now. If not, go watch my previous videos. I have an entire playlist dedicated to it, and it's a fun watch. So if you haven't seen it, then definitely please go check those out. But before we get into the video, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. It's actually wild that I haven't even been on YouTube for a year and I already have 2,000. Now, I know big picture that's nothing, but I really do appreciate it. You guys mean the world to me, and I can't wait to see where we go in the future. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it.
If you've been thinking about buying a Steam Deck, don't waste your money. It's not worth it. Just so we're clear, I bought the $650 version. Most of the people having this conversation probably don't even have the same exact version that I have here, didn't invest half as much, okay? Or maybe just half, right? Bought the cheapest one and think that earns them some sort of ability to speak at the table.
I genuinely cannot stand how entitled this dude is. He said this in a previous video that I covered, but apparently, guys, if you don't spend as much on the Steam Deck as he does, you are not allowed to say anything about his review. You cannot have an opinion, which is very ironic because Quantum constantly says, oh, well, I guess I'm not allowed to have an opinion because I'm going to get backlash over it. But then anytime somebody gives an opinion about your opinion, you poor shame them and say that because they didn't spend as much money as you, they can't talk. It's like this dude is trying to be as hateable as possible.
Let's call it what it is. I invested in the Steam Deck because I'm a PC gamer. I absolutely love gaming on PC, okay? Don't take my word for it. I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna fast forward the part where he flexes the 2 different computers that he has because it honestly pisses me off, and I have a nice computer as well and it still pisses me off because I cannot stand people like Quantum who are constantly like, oh, you don't have an opinion because you have less money than me. I'm gonna flex on you, you peasant. And I will say, Quantum, your computer is very nice, but you don't deserve it at all, my dude. You can't even copy paste a link. Also, I find it very ironic that, you know, Quantum this whole time has been saying, oh, just get a laptop instead. Quantum, you should probably take your own advice, dude. You clearly have the money to just drop on a really high-end gaming laptop. Why on earth would you invest in a product that you did no research on whatsoever? Oh, wait, it's because you wanted to farm hate views. Which, honestly, thank you for that, because, you know, thanks to you, my channel has grown exponentially in size, and we are about to hit 20,000 views on a single video, which is absolutely insane. And again, thank you guys so much for that. It's kind of funny that I get more views for dunking on Quantum than Quantum just does doing his crappy reviews.
This is my first rig, okay? Got my contour there, got some nice RGB lights, right? RTX 2080 Super, you can probably see it right up here, right? 2080 Super, fantastic, okay? Lovely RTX rig. Beautiful fans, wonderful case. Right, first rig. This is my second rig. Pretty much my baby right here, right? You got the RTX 3080 Ti right here, right? Okay, just so we're fucking clear as to where I like to game, how I like to game, okay? This is my setup, all right?
And here we are back on the Steam Deck. Now, I think this gives me enough of the ability to tell you that as a real PC gamer who actually invests thousands upon thousands of dollars in PC, this one particular Steam Deck is over $650 before taxes, okay?
I'm just gonna say right now, Quantum, you need to get this idea out of your head that the amount of money you spend on something determines how much of a right you have to speak on it. You know what? I might just have to get the most expensive version of the Steam Deck and get like an expansion SD card on top of that. I'm gonna need it when I go home for Thanksgiving break because I'm not taking my computer halfway across the country just for like 4 days of vacation. So yeah, I guess I'll think about it. But even though I haven't bought a Steam Deck, my opinion is still just as valid. Same with somebody who has bought a Steam Deck, but they only got the cheapest version. This idea honestly pisses me off.
And it does not do a very crucial thing. Let me kind of spell this whole thing out for you, right? Because maybe I sound like an angry customer. Because I am. You see, the Steam Deck was purchased exclusively on the Steam store on their website, right? You can't go to Amazon, you can't go to Best Buy, you can't go to Walmart. You have to purchase it directly from Steam. When you do this, you do not, I repeat, do not have access to your entire library.
I'm gonna try not to repeat myself from the other videos, but to summarize, yes you do, you just have to tinker with some things, but Quantum was too lazy to look up how to get them to run. Also, just because it said it's not verified doesn't mean it won't run, it just means Valve hasn't tested it. The example I used in my last video was Mortal Kombat 11. Quantum was complaining about that, and I told you guys to type it into YouTube, Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay on the Steam Deck, and you'll find dozens, if not hundreds of videos on it, running at a locked 60 FPS on high settings, by the way. But what does purchasing it through the Steam store and not through Amazon have to do with anything? I'm genuinely confused about that.
This is a violation, in my opinion, 100%. Because when I go to Nintendo and I buy the Switch, they don't say, oh yeah, we're selling a Nintendo Switch, but you gotta check to see what's compatible, even though we're selling it to you. You see, people talk all that crap like the Nintendo Switch is just a toy for children, but the truth is, they have rated M for mature games and a backlog of multiplats. I guess we're just going to ignore that, right?
Kind of like how you're ignoring the countless ways that you can make all the games run on the Steam Deck, but okay, sure, bud. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Switch is the only platform in which you can buy the Switch port of a game. Of course, every game is going to work out of the box there. However, the Steam Deck is just a portable computer and it runs Linux, which not every game supports. You will have to tinker with some settings to make games compatible, especially games like EA games, which require you to have the Origin launcher installed. The Steam Deck is a computer that runs on an operating system that isn't as compatible as most computers out there. And the reason it's not compatible is because the developers have to make it compatible. And since Steam has been on PC for what, like 18, 19 years now, something like that? Developers have made games for that, but since the Steam Deck is new, they haven't been making things designed around the Steam Deck. And since the Steam Deck is a computer, they have to rework the games to work on it. However, with the Switch, it's not like there's another platform out there, and the Switch is just a less compatible version of that platform. The Switch is its own platform, so of course every game is going to work out of the box on it. There's no alternative to it.
And the thing is, they're not even Steam. They're not even known for multiplats. And Steam, who, again, multiplats carry this fucking machine, okay, can't even be bothered to make sure all of them work when you bought it directly from them. Like my entire Steam library, I only have a little over 20% out of the 96 games I purchased. It might not sound like a big deal to people who like tinkering or who like doing dumb shit that are completely irrelevant for a handheld console, but for somebody who bought a handheld console because that's what it is, this is a waste of money, a fundamental waste of money.
Why are you expecting Steam to have to optimize and rework every game on their platform for the Steam Deck? That is on the developers of the game. Before Fortnite was on the Switch, did you expect Nintendo to just break into Epic Games headquarters and make a compatible version for the Switch? No. Or maybe you did expect that, which I wouldn't be too surprised in all honesty. But it is not the storefront's job to optimize and make games compatible with a device. It's on the developers who made the games, which are being sold on the storefront. Also, it's not even really tinkering that you have to do to get these games to work. You just have to like flip a couple switches. Just go to your Steam properties and like turn on the Proton thing or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure that's how you get like most games to just instantly work. Also, I love how he can just not help but insult people at every single turn. Apparently, if you like tinkering with products and modding them or improving their capabilities or whatever, that's just dumb, according to Quantum. The more I watch this video, the more I want to get a Steam Deck and get the most expensive version and then get like an SD card for it just so I can say, look, Quantum, I spent more than you. I guess my opinion is more valid now.
You pay $650 before taxes, and guess what? You don't even get an OLED screen. You get an IPS screen that is so crappy, it's like back in 2000, in the early 2000s, like 2004 or whatever, when everybody was putting those little screens that fold down in your Hummers and shit, right? I'm telling you right now, bro, this is the kind of screen that's in there, okay? It's trash, literally trash. It's an old, outdated screen, and the best thing about it is that it's sharp, but that's it. Colors are terrible. They could have did better.
Quantum, isn't your whole channel about TV calibrations and, changing screens to make the colors look better and stuff? So why don't you just do that with this screen? Also, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Valve is already taking a massive loss on the sale of each of these. If they put an OLED screen in, they would probably have to file for bankruptcy within the year. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but they're already losing a lot of money. There's only so much money a company can lose. And also, not everything has to have an OLED screen.
Then, for that $650 before taxes, you got some small ass storage. They couldn't even be bothered to give you a terabyte. Let me put that in perspective for you. Not a single gaming console, not handheld, console to date is $650 before taxes. Okay?
They're also not portable. Also, when you pay the $650, you're getting a premium screen and an SSD. And you can get a micro SD card to expand the storage. Like, dude, you do realize that Valve can only lose so much money on a product, right? Somewhere cuts have to be made. And I think the fact that they still got a 512 gig SSD into this portable PS4 Pro for only $650 is honestly insane.
And it has a terabyte of storage, it has way more than what this offers, and way more power. They are grossly overcharging because they think you are stupid, because they think you don't know any better as a gamer. And many gamers don't. Many gamers just I want my games on the go. And they make sure to optimize all the dumb boy games, okay? If you don't know what those are, I'm not gonna spell them out for you, okay? Dumb boy games, trendy little dumb boy games are always available on these kinds of devices.
I'm just gonna assume that dumb boy games are games that an intellectual such as Quantum would never put his rich hands on. Only the peasants would dare to touch them. And again, no, they're not overcharging. They're taking a loss on everything. The product is absolutely worth the price if you, do your research and figure out how to do things properly on it. Which, I don't think Quantum has ever heard the word research in his life. I think if he heard it, he would have an allergic reaction and die.
But games that people like to play to unwind and have fun and to relax, like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, things like that, not compatible with this fucking thing. Right? Some games, even though they say they're not compatible, if you want to take the chance, you can download, and they sometimes work. Wonderful, then you get hope. But then you download another game, and you invest 50 gigabytes just to figure out, as you're playing the game, when the video effects roll in, the game literally crashes. So Steam wasn't that the games don't play, right? So now you're out 50 gigabytes on your machine, you have to uninstall it, go through this whole process, you're out the time it took to install all that. It's miserable.
Or hear me out, if it's a really big game and you don't want to waste the time, you could just look up if it works or not. Holy crap, what a time saver that no one has ever thought of before. Also, I love how Quantum assumes that the games he enjoys are the games that everybody else enjoys. Not everybody is into anime games, Quantum. I know I'm sure as hell not. And guess what? If you're gonna buy a Steam Deck, a $650 product to play games on the go that you want to play, maybe look up if the games that you like are compatible and look up to see how well they run. Genius, I know. But what do I know? I've paid $0 for the Steam Deck and you paid $650, so you obviously know what you're talking about, right?
So I'm sitting here at a point where I have this really garbage handheld, because let me tell you right now, if you buy a handheld from a company and they can't be bothered to optimize their entire library, and let me tell you.
Before he goes ahead and tells us, let's just clear something up right now. Once again, it is not Valve's job to optimize other developers' games. It is on the developers. Do you think Nintendo has to optimize every game that goes on the eShop? No, they don't. It's on the developers. Now, if Nintendo developed the game themselves, then that's on them. Or if Valve developed the game themselves, then that's on them. But otherwise, it is on the developers to make the games compatible and optimized well. But let's hear Quantum's egotistical rant about how, he plays on an OLED monitor like a real PC gamer.
Okay, as a real PC gamer, not that bullshit kid that's on some IPS garbage monitor. I'm on a Quantum.OLED with rigs that cost thousands of dollars. Okay, let me tell you, as a real fucking PC gamer that's been modding thousands of hours of content into my game and shit, hiring modders to fucking mod my games up. Okay, let me tell you, as a real PC gamer,
Wait, hold on a second. So you're a real PC gamer, right? You play on an OLED screen. You're not like some loser kid who just, enjoys playing games on his computer. You're a real PC gamer. You're such a real PC gamer that you hire people to mod games for you. Good lord, no wonder you had trouble modding games on the Steam Deck. You've never modded a damn thing in your life by yourself, have you? You've always hired someone to do it. But please tell us how much of a real PC gamer you are.
Who's been emulating every single fucking console I have, ripping my fucking old libraries and turning them into ISO disk image files so that I can emulate them. As a real fucking PC gamer, this is an insult to us because it insults what we do best. And that is not be tethered to restrictions, because never before in the PC community have we been told that there is a handheld device or any device that just doesn't work, period. Like, we can't just jump in and have access to everything. They turn you into a console peasant for all intents and purposes with this device.
Dude, I'm actually done. Quantum just unironically called people who play on console peasants. Like, bruh, Frit uses that joke all the time, but that's what it is. It's a joke. You unironically just said it. Also, how does it turn you into a console peasant? What the hell are you talking about? You still have your 3080 Ti, don't you? You still have your $1,000 rig, or not $1,000, like multi-$1,000 rig. It's not like you had to sell it to get the Steam Deck, right? I mean, honestly, with your intelligence, I wouldn't be surprised if you did do that. Also, the Steam Deck isn't restrictive at all. What are you talking about? It comes included with a ton of different settings you can tweak on Steam to make possibly incompatible games work. Also, from what I've heard, it's like the easiest modding device out there. Just because you're stupid doesn't mean a product is bad.
Because you don't have access to your entire fucking library. You've got to wait for the developers to give you access to some shit you already bought. Doesn't that sound familiar? That's the shit you have to do on Xbox when you're trying to wait for optimized for Series X. This is not a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? Why are we doing that on a PC device? Because they think you're stupid and they think you're gonna take whatever you're gonna get.
So you just admitted that it's the developers who have to optimize and tune the games to work on Linux, and you're blaming the Steam Deck for that? Dude, if you have such a problem with that and you don't want to wait, install Windows on your Steam Deck. It's not that hard, but oh, I'm sorry, you'd have to look up how to do that. My bad. Forgot you're gonna have an allergic reaction and die. Sorry.
And you know what? Some people truly are. They ignore the fans taking off like a jet when it installs. They ignore the washed out colors, all for the sake of it's portable. If that's your only IQ level, then that's your business. But I'm telling you, as somebody who has the money to spend and invest into gaming, no. Literally no. Nobody should be buying this. This is not a good message to send. This is not an easily accessible device for your Steam library. A PC still remains the most accessible. You have everything day one. And it's cheaper, bro. Just hook up an Xbox wireless controller.
Okay, if it's so much cheaper, name one example of a PC you can get with a 512GB SSD, the power of a PS4 Pro, with portability, and the easiest modding in the history of PC gaming, for less than $650. Go ahead, do it, Quantum. I challenge you. Name one thing that's cheaper for the same or better performance. And you guys heard him. He said it himself. If you don't have the same issues with this thing as he does, then you just have a low IQ. This guy cannot help but insult his viewers at every possible turn.
And you literally just get yourself like something like a Lenovo Yoga or whatever the fuck, okay? If you don't care about colors, or you can step up to a nice Alpha Flex book or whatever the fuck, and you can just emulate that way. Like, do whatever you want. You can buy a gaming PC literally with an RTX 3050 in it for like $650, the same price as this fucking machine, bro. Let that sink in. People are talking about how this is great for gaming on the go portable. There's bro, you can't put it in a pocket. There's nothing more portable than a laptop.
Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm actually done at this point. Well, I can't be because we still have like 3 or 4 minutes left in this video, unfortunately. But Quantum, do you mind showing us the rest of the specs on that laptop you're recommending? All you've shown is it has a 144 hertz monitor and a 1660, which, by the way, 1660, you know, it's an okay budget card, but I think you get where I'm going with this. Also, how can you say that there's nothing more portable than a laptop? You literally hold the Steam Deck in your hands. Also, you absolutely can fit the Steam Deck in your pockets. Have you seen the pockets that some guys have on their pants? I've seen memes where dudes are bringing in their PS4s into school in their damn pockets. You can absolutely fit a Steam Deck in your pocket, but I highly doubt you're gonna fit a laptop in your pocket.
I mean, really, like, and it gets to a point where I get really frustrated because I had emulation working on this. It's a bit of a hassle to get it working on this, right? Everything on this device is like, you've got to tinker with it, you've got to kind of perfect it. But the thing is, it's a handheld. There's never been a handheld that has required this much babying in history. And I don't care what you say, when you've got to download all these special programs to get games to work, and you've got to go through all this troubleshooting, bro, there's a glitch in here called Echo Cancellation Sync. When that hits, all of your audio.
Okay, so I actually did a little bit of researching on the Echo Cancel Sync thing. And yeah, it's annoying that that's an issue. I'll give you that one. But for what I've seen, all you have to do to fix it is switch to desktop mode, click the volume icon in the bottom right, and then there should be a little sound bar that says Echo Cancel Sync, and you just have to turn that up. It's really not that hard. So yes, I understand that that's a valid complaint, honestly, but it's such an easy fix. But I guess not easy enough for you.
As people try to tell you that this is the best handheld and Nintendo Switch had better watch out, there's nothing Nintendo needs to worry about because their entire fucking library works day one. Period. You bought this directly and exclusively from Steam through your Steam store, and you can't play everything that they sold you. That alone should be grounds for some sort of like class action lawsuit. They should absolutely be held accountable for selling products that don't support the full library. Like, 'cause what the fuck is that, dude? Like, I couldn't speak lowly enough about this product because how dare you insult my intelligence by selling old technology, cheap drop shipping feeling ass plastic devices. You've cut corners at every turn. This isn't premium. There's nothing premium about the Steam Deck, right?
Quantum, if you hate being sold old technology, wait until you find out about the Nintendo Switch. That thing's less powerful than a base Xbox One. And yeah, all the games on the Switch work on it, but that's not really a flex when there's not a whole lot of modern games that get released on that thing. Also, so let me get this straight. You think there should be a class action lawsuit. I wonder why there hasn't been. Could it possibly be because by your own admission, it's the developer's job to optimize the games and not Steam's? I mean, by this logic, if developers don't make upgrades for the next gen consoles, then we should sue Microsoft and Sony. But that's not how that works, is it? Also, yes, they did have to cut corners because guess what? They're already taking a massive loss. But anyway, before I keep repeating myself, let's just finish this video out.
And then the fact that you can buy the Nintendo Switch, right? And the dock comes with it. Everything you need comes with it. But here you are with the Steam Deck paying more money, okay? And you've got to a la carte that shit on top of this? And people are somehow fucking grateful because, well, I like my PC games on the go. Get a fucking laptop, moron. It's a laptop. It literally, that's all it is. That's the product you're looking for, bro.
Do you guys hear how salty this dude is? Oh my god. I don't think I've heard Quantum this mad since its voicemails to Anonymous. Jesus Christ. Apparently, if you buy this thing, you're a moron. Well, I guess that would make Quantum self-aware now, wouldn't it? Also, you don't need the dock for the Steam Deck. You don't. And again, they are selling it at a loss. The Switch makes a profit, which is why they can include the dock with it. They're not losing more money by doing so. The Steam Deck is already losing money. If they included the dock with it, it would be even more of a loss for them. And also, not everybody wants to get a laptop. Also, like you said, a lot of people who got the Steam Deck probably got the $400 version. What $400 laptop is on par with the Steam Deck? Go ahead, tell me. But sorry, I'm just a moron for saying that. Again, insulting people who disagree with him.
Not this bullshit right here, okay? And the thing that pisses me off is, you know, of course, you'll have all the loser gamers come out and they'll try to tell you, oh, it's user error, you don't know what you're doing. It's like, bro, we aren't even in the same stratosphere of understanding when we talk about what it takes to be a real PC gamer. Again, I'm shelling out the money for this shit. I'm putting endless hours into modding my shit. It's not that I can't do this shit. It's that for a handheld, you shouldn't have to. Name a handheld. I dare you. I fucking dare you. Name a real handheld, okay, targeted to the masses in the way the Steam Switch was, okay, with all their commercials and advertisement, that needed this much tinkering, this much babying, this much holding. None of it. Not PS Vita, not 3DS, not Nintendo Switch, none of them. Because the truth is,
The truth is, it's a portable PC. None of those other devices you named are portable PCs. Also, don't you come out here and say, oh, I put endless hours into modding. You just admitted earlier that you hire people to do it for you. Also, stop with this whole, oh, I spend more money. I'm a real PC gamer. Nobody cares. If I spend $400 on the Steam Deck and I'm having no issues with it, that does not make my opinion less valid. And what's this whole, oh, we're not in the same stratosphere thing? I guess you're actually right because, you know, you're way down on the ground and anyone with a bit of common sense is way up there. So I guess you're absolutely right. We're not in the same stratosphere because you have no idea what you're talking about and almost everybody else does. Also, I love how he says you shouldn't have to do this on a handheld. So what, because you hold it in your hands instead of resting it on your lap or on a desktop, that suddenly means you shouldn't have to put effort in? What kind of logic is this?
All their shit works. And that's the message here. That's why you shouldn't buy this. Because everything doesn't just work. It requires waiting, it requires patience, it requires babying, it requires a hell of a lot of troubleshooting. I had emulation working on this thing, and it just randomly stopped working because something got screwed up with one of the more recent updates. So some shit like that can even happen. And when your experience is so hit and miss at the same time, at one moment you're having fun with it, and the next you've got to go Google something, this product is bullshit, and you're paying like a lot of money for a bullshit experience. And for that, go buy something better like a laptop. It's cheaper or the same price with more power, and it is every bit as portable.
No, it's not cheaper for the same power. It's just not. Sorry, bro, that's not how it works. And even if it is the same power, I guarantee it's not the same storage or storage type. Guarantee you're getting a regular hard drive with like 128 gigs on that thing. Also, I'm gonna teach you an insane life hack, Quantum. This might blow your mind, but something you could do, you could buy the cheapest Steam Deck with only the 64 gigs, then use the money you save to buy like a 2 terabyte micro SD card, and then boom, you've got, yes, it's regular hard drive storage instead of SSD, but then you've got the same power, same screen and everything, minus like the premium glass, for a way cheaper price. Whoa, mind blown, right? Tell me a laptop you can get for under $500 with 2 terabytes of storage and the power of a PS4 Pro. I'll wait.
That's the message. Take it or leave it. Don't really care how you feel about this video, but the Steam Deck is a garbage product, and I don't recommend it for anybody. That is going to be my official review on it. That is my official stance on it. It doesn't really have the proper support that it needs, and everybody seems to be glossing that over like, oh, but they're still working on it. If you have a relationship with a business that is giving you IOUs from day one, that's your business. I don't do business that way. When I pay you in full up front, you better deliver the product. If you fail to deliver the product in any way, you're a garbage company.
What did they not deliver to you? You paid for the Steam Deck, you got the Steam Deck. I'm so confused. What did they not give you? Also, clearly you do care what people think of this review because you've made 4 parts now, trying to combat the fake PC gamers who don't know what they're talking about because they don't have as much money as you, even though you're probably spending your wife's money on all this stuff. But anyway, let's finish out this video real quick.
Because you already received payment, and I'm not going to sit here waiting for you to get your act together. So this is a failure of a product. Maybe the next time around they'll get it correct with the proper screen, the proper support, but this time around, this was dog shit. Point blank, period.
And no, I didn't cut him off early there or anything. He unironically just ended the video before he could even finish talking. My God, this dude is mad. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, thank you all so much for 2,000 subscribers. We're only like, what, 1/35 of the way to taking over Quantum. Dude, that would honestly be hilarious if we surpassed him someday. Hey, maybe if I keep working at it at this rate, then we will. I already get more views than him, so I guess how hard can it be? Am I right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time.